Hi, welcome back to our channel, Let's Cook with Izzy. Last week we made some ham. What are we making this week, Izzy?
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese. Well, we're going to make kind of an interesting one. We're going to make it with a medium cheddar, Gruyere, Gouda, half and half, bacon, and we're going to finish it by smoking it on the grill. We're going to pair that with some ribs that we're going to cook today and some grilled Texas toast. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
It does. All right. Well, let's get busy and go wash our hands.
Yeah.
Our water's boiling for our pasta, so we're going to get going and start shredding our cheese. Okay? So, what I want you to do is take this grater, and on this side, we're going to start with our Gruyere, and you're just going to rub it like this. Okay? Can you do that? We'll do it right over the bowl. Okay, go ahead. Yep. You got to push down hard. Just like that. Good job. Okay, now moving on, we're going to do the Gouda. Same way, just do it this way, okay? Okay, do it with your, no, use this hand. There you go, and push. Good job. It's kind of tough, isn't it? Let your hand go. Oh, scrape. Go ahead. Lastly, we're going to do our sharp cheddar. Same thing. Okay, this one's big and heavy though. And we're going to do 2 cups of each of the shredded cheeses. And the reason you want to shred them rather small is because you'll get a nice melt that way. It'll be nice and creamy. Okay, good job. We're getting the pasta ready, so what we want, we have boiling water. Go ahead and pour all that in. We don't have much salt left in the box, so we're gonna just dump it all in. So we want to always salt your water before doing pasta. And it's kind of stuck in there.
Should have put a little bit there.
All right. Can you dump that in?
Yeah, all of it.
We're using Rotini pasta. Yes, just very carefully. Good job. Now can you stir it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Go ahead and stir it. Okay, good job. Now just take that out. Set it right there. Good. We're using Rotini pasta. It's nice and curly. It's going to hold lots of cheese on it. And just cook it to the box instructions. You want it a little al dente. That means that you don't want it completely done, because we're going to put it in the oven as soon as this is done. So just, it's called to the bite. So there's a little bit of firmness there. And when it's all set, we'll drain this and then we'll make our cheese sauce. Ready?
Wow.
Now that our cheese is all grated, we have the sharp cheddar, the Gruyere, and the Gouda. Now we're going to start making our cheese sauce.
Yeah.
So, the thing that we need to do to make our cheese sauce is to make a roux. And a roux is a mixture of flour and fat, and for our fat, we're going to use butter. Now to make our roux, like I said, it's 1 part fat to 1 part flour. We're going to use a half a cup of butter. So, yes, you can put the butter in. There you go. And we want to melt the butter completely. Can you stir that around? We have the heat on kind of a medium-low, because we don't want the butter to completely separate. Once your butter is melted, now we can sprinkle in the flour. Yep, start mixing. Start mixing. a thickener. Don't worry. So this is going to help thicken all the cheese and everything when it's all combined together. Once you have this mixed in, you want to cook it for about 45 seconds to a minute, and that will make sure that some of the flour taste is cooked out. Okay, there you go. Now, once we have that, we're going to use a cup of milk. You can dump that in. Mix it around. And to make it even more creamy, we're going to use 2 cups of half and half.
It's okay if
Go ahead and mix it. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt right now. And what we want to do is add the cheeses from hardest to softest to give the hardest cheese, which is the cheddar, the longest to melt. Ready? Okay. You mix.
Can you mix it?
Go ahead, you're doing good.
Okay. So you dip it in now? Okay. Should I dip the macaroni in? Okay. We can get it. I can get that. Here's the
Right.
But it's okay, right?
Go ahead.
And that's it?
That's done.
Okay. Can I mix it now?
Mix it carefully. And see how thick and drippy that is? That's exactly how you want that to be.
Can I mix it?
Excuse me. Careful, don't get cheese all over. Now we're going to add in our pasta. Here, just hold it there. Be careful though, because the hot cheese will stick to you, and now you can mix it with this. Mix it up. Yup. Now you just have to stir it around and make sure that all the pasta is coated with your cheese
And covered.
and covered. That's right. Now we've got our bacon and our pasta all in our cheese sauce, and we're going to put it in our baking pan. You, yep, spread it around. Good job. Now just smooth it out. There we go. We just have one more thing to do.
Yeah, one more thing to do.
lastly, what we're going to do is add some buttered panko to the top. So we have 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and we have 1 cup of panko crumbs. Go ahead. And now stir them up quick. Get everything covered with the butter. Everything is covered. You got stuff up outside the wall. Yeah, I'll hold this all the way around. Okay, good job. Now let's pick it up, and Daddy will sprinkle it. You move the spoon. Move the spoon, please. Now we're done with the basic mac and cheese. The last thing we need to do is either put it in the oven, and that would be kind of the normal thing to do, at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. But instead, to add a little bit of smoky flavor to it, I started my grill outdoors and I loaded it with some pecan chips, and we're going to smoke some pecan flavor into it. So we're going to heat that up to about 350 degrees, and then we're going to put the mac and cheese on the grill and smoke it for a little bit. You ready to do that? Okay, let's go. All right, we have the smoker up to temp. We have the smoker nicely smoking. So mac and cheese will go right on there. 15-20 minutes, and a little bit we'll come down and bring the Texas toast and add that up and get that nice and toasty, and then we'll have some delicious goodness in a little while. We have one last thing to do before our mac and cheese is done.
Yeah.
And we're going to make some Texas toast.
Yeah, Texas toast.
Okay. Do you know what this is?
No.
This is like a special garlic seasoning. So we melted another half a stick of butter, and I'm going to mix in a generous amount of, I'll mix this. You take and put the pieces of toast out on the pan. Show you on one. We're going to take this and just paint it on.
I like it.
Yep. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you do that to all of them? So there we have our Texas toast. I had gone to the store, got a nice fresh loaf of bread, and asked them to cut it about an inch thick. We're going to put these on the grill with the mac and cheese to get some of that smoky goodness right before the mac and cheese is completely done.
Yeah, we're going to cook it like down
on the grill.
Yeah, like
Sounds
right up back.
Yep, sounds like a plan. So join us back in just a minute, and when everything is done, for our bacon, Gouda, Gruyere, Cheddar, mac and cheese with Texas toast. Yes, you may. See you back in a minute. Look good. There we have it. Izzy's bacon and 3 cheese mac and cheese. You want to try some now? Okay, let's take a little bite. That's pretty good, isn't it? Okay, remember we put bacon, 3 cheeses, Gruyere, Gouda, and Cheddar. instead of all milk in our roux, we used milk and half to make it even creamy. You like that? Okay, what are we going to make next time? Quesadillas. Aunt Angie suggested that, didn't she? Yeah, so we'll make quesadillas next time. Join us then. Until then, thank you for watching, and a big thanks to all the veterans and everybody who served our country on Memorial Day. It's fun to celebrate, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Until next time, thanks for joining.